Hello, my name's Sarah and I'm a therapy support worker here at Birmingham Hospice. A therapy support worker role can look different across different settings, but here at Birmingham Hospice it's a very diverse role. I work with a team of occupational therapists and physiotherapists, and our aim is to enable people to remain as independent as possible for as long as possible, to allow them to continue with their activities of daily living and leisure. I have input with patients that may be staying on our inpatient ward, visiting our Living Well Centre or attending our breathlessness group, which is run by our therapies team. We also see people at home in the community. Sometimes I'll go out with a colleague, but most of the time I'll go out on my own, in my own car, independently, to see people within their own homes. And that could be to deliver anxiety management techniques, to perform a relaxation session, to assess or fit and review equipment, or possibly to do an assessment for a wheelchair. As a service, we care passionately about our patients, and we always use a person-centred approach. And it's an approach that we lend to each other as well. We're a close team, we are very supportive of each other and we care about each other. And we will extend the best of ourselves to those who need our input because of the support that we give each other as a team. Because palliative care can be a tricky environment to work in, and it's not going to be for everyone. But what I would say is that it takes a specific type of person to care for people who are approaching end of life. And I think when you work with those type of people, you are cushioned and supported in a different way, and I feel it's quite specific to palliative care. It's a completely different approach, and as staff, our well-being is nurtured. There's always support available, and we always support each other. And there's lots of training opportunities to enable people to enhance their personal development and to grow resilience also. What I like most about working here at Birmingham Hospice is, I think, witnessing the kindness and the compassion that our professionals show our patients every single day. It's really special, and for people and their families to allow us into their lives at what is going to be a really anxious and upsetting time, and to be part of that contact and to have a role within that is a privilege. So a typical day at the hospice, I don't think there is a typical day. There's always something new. There's always something to learn from. There's always a new reflection. There's always a new experience. But what we do have is our normals. So it's normal for our day to begin with a morning handover from the ward. They will feed back to wider teams what's been happening with our patients that are currently staying with us on the ward. There will always be some admin tasks that need to be performed. It might be screening in new referrals, it could be checking equipment stores or ordering equipment in to be delivered to people's homes. We often have requests for the loan of a wheelchair, so I'll perform a telephone call and assess for the wheelchair and then arrange for an appropriate wheelchair to be delivered to the person. If it's the day that we've got our groups running, we will have to prepare the space to welcome people in, and my role for the group would be to plan, prepare and deliver exercise and relaxation. I will help on the ward with, for example, stair assessment. If a patient is going home and will need to do stairs, we will assess and we will practice stairs. And then we will go out and see patients in their own homes, and that could be for an assessment or for a relaxation session. So because we cover all areas of the organisation, from our inpatient ward to community, we work closely with all the other services that are offered by the hospice, and I think that's where hospice care is unique. We look after the whole family. We don't just give input to that one person and that diagnosis. We're there for them as a whole person, as a whole family, for their whole experience. And I feel that hospice care is really special because of that, and it's absolutely vital to our community.